Abusuafo sorry I know eka say dear ye one of a social media sensation bako me no ka say dear court e de defamation bi abonwa sika woje e de free abrante ho e 1 million Ghana cedis a sika yenye sika ketu akwa bisa say e ba ne sen abrante ben so kra e na ye ka ne ho asem abrante we enye obi a say ye Kevin Taylor na Kevin Taylor so de e ba ni social media commentators na oka ho bi a de bia da ene nsem ode ba ha otimi bo aban ye chi otimi bo aban bi e say ye MPP ndi say ye hwan he say wo ye ono abo wo ono abo ukoye na enye nkwa no hu a eye Kelvin Taylor e de beba abonten a obeba be kan nsem a eba no nipa ene enam ne so ama Kelvin Taylor ne ho akire no enye obi a say ye papa Gabi Ochredako we di nsem bi okoka efa ne ho ani PDS nsem bi na ni anje ho no ene o ma asem we so no de asem no akwakọ wiwe mu okota sika esumbo eye 1 million Ghana cedis na ene ye gi e de afre ye Kelvin Taylor ho ne nsem a efi etwe nyina ba na details no enyina wa hase ebusuafo ye de na wetin sama ya ba efa brand Kevin Taylor ho no anchechemu ani bebi asem no nyina ahya ase efi no be ma ye details ne ye hu bebi a efi ani bebi a ekwa akopem.
Yes, in Chakesye enkoma itifo ni ahwefo nyina. Yes. For some time now no Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor he's been a pain in the sorry to use a pain in the ass basically of NPP for MPP, a pain in the ass for MPP. And yeah, comedy, whatever he says, most of them, and some of can be a task, maybe also a task. Most importantly, I think the modus operandi, sena of canon seminal, and because all cancer kufado governments, they are corrupt people in it. You don't insult the president, you don't diminish him looking at social media and how far it travel. But apart from that, that gentleman is a fine gentleman. Okay. And maybe Ghana, in your case, be a sorry, not a big case. Yeah. This whole thing was about the PDS and the electricity company of Ghana. Now, PDS in some member has been true, a long story, but me can't see the entire Kevin Taylor and one yes. Okay. PDS na buy no review the public
power distribution
service PDS. The main aim was for the PDS to actually change the Ghana's electricity system and Ghana's power system. Into when they came in, more information about outside, they will help us to actually stop erratic power supply, which means power and electricity to track a lights off near the other. You best stop it, all of them. Also, on boy with machinery maintenance. In fact, not a juicy. What I say now, Parliament was just on the verge of actually passing that particular bill and that particular PDS stuff. And now, immediately, the word be back out say the PDS, there's some little, I don't know, said discrepancies or said some little loopholes in it as loopholes. Basically, what they are saying is they smell corruption there. In some baya ko pim say omo patch say PDS obligation and ko say omo where was somebody tweet sika and I see at the point it was making some payments somewhere in the scan it was not even going to the right place, it was not even coming to the right channel, and there were some key stakeholders via omo some stakeholders omo diksa company name say sign omo politicians are. In fact, it raised a whole lot of eyebrows. Thank God said the PDS whole bill has been scrapped off. Utien sama Kufuado kind or patches say when they brought the deal almost screening who said no, there are some loopholes in it. So Ansana Parliament were back out. Abekas is saying that they were on the verge of actually solving that problem or even throwing the deal away. Now emu ena Kevin Taylor on a loud silence media, Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms or ye video no car say Gabi Ochredako, who I think who happens to be a relative of Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo, and CEO Sadeno. That is what people say, but that's what we are hearing. I can't actually confirm or debunk that rumor. And Kevin Taylor air patches say Gabi Ochredako. Sa PDS scandal is here close to no or no law firm bia a war was our law firm no a dear as and a war has seen a senior partner. Corporate law firm as our corporate law firm, Africa Legal Associate, very popular in Accra, ALA, A-L-A. Yeah. Africa Legal Associate, A-L-A. Gabi Ochredako, acquires any law firm. Now, Utie Sema, Kevin Taylor, edit 2 just a month ago now, or patch say, the legal firm, no, and as a particular law firm, Gabi Ochredako, that knows any deals or can't. They were providing legal assistance to PDS. Which means PDS yɛbɛka sɛ contract ne yɛde bɛhwɛ Gabi Ochidako
ne di anim
and yes on di anim
yeah
na the law firm na push say
PDS
yes contract ne good yen sign this was the allegations from Kevin Taylor unsubstantiated. 2 Osanso ka say Gabi Ochidako okoya to the extent say oje nevertheless I will say Otia says that particular PDS deal it was 20 years.
Yes.
What I say so 20 years and I best span. Or patches say Gabi Ochidako. In fact, sa consultancy we are not the ma PDS ni advice ni the law firm omo kan wo ye deals ni ade no and now all service you with contract deals helping ni ade no onye scale film say ska na onye film or the koto ifie e wo London
yeah
or the koto ifie e wo London and say ifie no the koto London or purchase me say your friend say a property be e wo Mayfair London United Kingdom. And no purchase sa if you no kotoye e wo Mayfair London no or the PDA sika and the kotoye. So this thing came and people you see Ghana honestly whenever you say something you're on social media why you're journalist and a microphone is winning people actually tend to consume it and just take it like that. Until something call out so people believed it and more media platforms took it. NDC, of course, used this as a campaign message, as a bait telling people, say, this is the president's relative, and this is how he's benefiting from the PDS, and this tells you, say, this particular nepoticity, and nepotism, it still lives. Nepotism, say, who employ who family and friends, and also corruption is deep-rooted in the Akufo-Addo and family administration. Okay. So this came as a high dent of image to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. The family, himself, and Gabi Ochidako, even though we can't actually substantiate if Gabi Ochidako is really a relative of Akufo-Addo or not. It's based on this Gabi Ochidako Ekase. He doesn't know anything about this whole PDS deal. And even if he knew something about it, that contest it is not like that because they can't be providing a legal assistance to PDS or whatsoever, but also when say, hey, they might not be the only law firm. They can be about 10 law firms.
Yeah.
They are all helping to secure the deal or looking through the contract. The fact someone can on NHS say they were even pushing for the deal to be done. They were only doing that in their consultancy firm. What am I saying? So as to say that consultancy, you know, they were pushing for the PDS deal to be signed or not. But nevertheless, these allegations are Kevin Taylor and they were very severe. Based on that, Gabi Ochidako said, he denounced it, he debunked it, saying he said these were lies, propaganda, and mischievous allegations to discredit his hard-earned reputation he's built over the years in this country, Ghana. So he took it to court.
That was 2019.
He took it to court. Into other courts, no. And after the thing was because Kevin Taylor only Ghana. Honestly, Ghana won't mean him because you're SMBC. So usually I advise people if you want to be outspoken like some of us, but more than per visa, unya 5 years visa. Udu abuchi wana ukowa Bruni get a permanent residence there, be a citizen there, then you can talk nonsense. Because Ghana udi hunhu and now kwasi asem ye bechiwa kotum the law will deal with you. It will show one mukasa be brain. Usually, you know, they are outside the country are crossing the jurisdiction from Ghana to US a whole lot of hectic. But the problem here was they had difficulty serving Kevin Taylor with the court rate. Remember, so when you be asem udi obi court, I was all the court rates no a shining sa. But here lies the case, nipa no ni Ghana. Or US, even though US ni bit me states ni baby or one ni baby or ten. I think so. I Bruni so more Washington Post or a journalist near the Osha Kevin Taylor could be by now no ni status and citizen status no assistant boy be or an American and we change it by marriage status and you know he has that kind of a security to actually do certain things, but they serving him that rate not a difficult. It's in what Gabi Ochidako did was almost unfair or no they are seven courts no almost courts be man judge Nibisa say have you served him with the rate? No, on the lawyers more parties say they have difficulty in serving him the rate because the person is not in Ghana and they don't even know where he stays, and because of that so I'm not sure rates no on my senior command on official Facebook page and also YouTube handle and also and WhatsApp the WhatsApp number so as I said, but nevertheless no, Kevin Taylor enter any plea because you don't court, you also have to enter a plea, giving consent, neko fees, and yes, I do pass judgment in your absence. So he's not done all of these things, and the judge is saying, he say, because of say uncooperative any idea, he has not provided any evidence to back his claim, discrediting somebody and saying things which will damage somebody's image. Yeah, the damage is 1 million Ghana cedis. And actually, Kevin Taylor, so Minoka says, scan actually Kevin Taylor, and it is no. Judge Nika said this November 3rd or so.
Yeah, November 3rd. And
now, obey the final judgment. The final judgment, it might go in favor of Gabi Ochedako because Kevin Taylor has not entered the plea and accept no. We are can't watch on the loud silence media. He knows say Gabi Ochedako.
Okay, when him said in our court.
He knows.
Oh,
of course. So I reckon one several times say a book said then he will not come. Say I can't say bisa what I say. But as to say, once he said it, then it means he has an idea said now court, but he has not gone to court or he has not entered his plea, and the lawyers being representing. So it's kind of difficult there. What I say. So they will pass judgment in his absence.
It's we be say so no. Aso chefo bi ewo at say wenya report and I say yes you man suit say court na on appear wasan so akọ on platforms kasa ama court kura hu say Àrrɛst no wate no
assumption be any what per se in my understanding, because one thing about court e been a took in Japan.
Yeah,
King Japan nipa say or the King Japan court. Apparently King Japan have not received any court straight because he had a lot of lawyers they could have dealt with the case. But here's the thing, nipa no enim she ma pass judgment in his absence. He do court now yes several rates now respond there. The only thing the judge will do is they will pass judgment in your absence. So there's nothing say about Kevin Taylor to Manabibisa. What they can do is they will either find him and Abibisa because the person is not there. The person has not made any appearance in court. And looking at the barrier, the geographical location, the difference between Ghana and US, and a bad thing for them. And looking at the fact that Kevin Taylor, so I think he is naturalized to be an American. And I said, what I say? So that is where it is going.
Auntie, yeah, let's assume say 3rd of November, I basic Tuesday say court na say na the final judgment eba bontia ye bu ne for na ebe hia say bi obekọ a jail term a ebe ye sen obe omekọ akọchi na fi ho omo de let ebekọ abrochi say nipa so mesi ye di na asem Ghana we say ye di no tu ana bi sen na ebekọ akoye.
Well, that's one the court will have to decide, but Osha Gabi Ochedako, what he is actually looking at is actually defaming. I don't think it's a way a crime bia and a way a dbia obitimaka so di be jail. Usually no be cause sem na nipa ni defame wa you cause and you tend to incur damages on the person. So that's the same thing. I'm not looking at a jail term here for Kevin Taylor. Onko kum nipa. He's not done anything. Onko we are there. Onko BBI unconstitutional and also was a general so jail. But nevertheless, it can come like that. But I'm looking at a fine or more damage like 1 million Ghana or even 2 million Ghana cedis celebration it is so. But as to say because the guy is right now an American. That is how I see and I think of it. Because Matisse and Bronia or Washington Post, I mean, a Democratic newspaper, US, they are more to the left. They are more liberal, a liberal newspaper, the Washington Post. So, basically, it tells a sign say they have a vast knowledge in journalism on any hearing. So definitely. Kevin Taylor. Yes. Me uka so nim de oka na bia na ye ho ache.
Oh, okay.
Oka. Ono e ka na asem. Be say ye onim de na oka na oka say then what he's saying is true. We can't justify if what he's saying is true or not. The thing is, if the rule in the absence of Kevin Taylor, I think where the law will catch up with him is say Obagana, because Obagana now would do your land no so you are in our space, and I say you are in the particular location I do and also no we see the airport and beat me at the Àrrɛst because there's a benchmark on him and as there's a warrant on him or whatever. So that is what will happen. But until then, say one back for the next 4 years after elections, not NDC bar power no bar. I think and it's very difficult because when NDC comes to power, everything will change. And looking at how he's talking and all of these things, definitely he has more fans in NDC because they feel say he is helping to actually erase corruption and expose the Akufo-Addo administration to many they feel say family and friends and full of corrupt people.
Okay, let's say for Kevin Taylor, I can ask me, Nina Suti, they are born and I say defamation, they are born with Simbia. Okokanye edify ye Gabi Ochida kwa no ewo eye the new patriotic party mo any PDS and sensema ababe biwe and pempesua etimi we na narrative say man say me question be say me say we chat to it and the social media commentators any nsema hodo mkekaka ewo Ghana ha I just say we nya fun say na wa working want say bibi e koso na wo kan bibi e fa ho with no facts and figures.
Yes, that is one thing which is very, very demeaning. Ghana, let me speak even on my turn. I think we are very ignorant of the law. What you say, but very soon things will change in Ghana. Let me take this business and answer this platform at DBI. Kasa was Sonia. It's a very big platform. It has a lot of followers. We share statistics near that is doing so well, but. When we started and when Pinax started, it was not like this. We've received a lot of court cases for somebody court. People even go as far as wanting to get our details to serve as a court rating at the other. And we learned through all of those processes. We talk to them through discourse. We pull that particular thing down. We talk to them. We explain to them. Sometimes we plead. Sometimes we don't mind them because in some we tell them if they want to proceed, they should proceed. We'll meet them in court. Remember, Udi can work court and just wait them. But the problem here is we as people are now journalists or more Ghana and I'll be all Kasa social commentators. We will see who say the law is gradually catching up with Ghana because US no can CNBC and Europe can CNBC then you know cry before you finish speaking. There's a nice package court rate that we need. The Bible serve come. Yeah, the serve also it be shoot $3 million. Nobody cares if you have the money or not. If you can't fulfill the payment, you are going to jail. So the law there works. Basically, what they are trying to say is before you say something to somebody, you need to have an evidence. In team painting here, kasa. But if you are saying something like that, I was so young. Nevertheless, if it be first, second, and third amendments, US especially, the second amendment actually covers people like Kevin Taylor who happen to be journalists for them to actually say things. Now, this second amendment is good. For example, corruption administration. The second amendment can protect me in a way, say. As a journalist, I should be able to freely talk. Remember, say Bibi course na minim se me kasa na Akufo-Addo ebia corruption course MPP na minim se me kasa na MPP be jelimia. I won't talk, and if that corruption is going on, ebebo country nika. But this second amendment allows me to speak and bring out things on the basis of ABR hearsays or unconfirmed. Same be because US election, but yes, Joe Biden, Neba Hunter Biden, Akoye see Donald Trump, Akoye see Russia, Ninan a ledger. They allow these things to flow because the media kind of have immunity. They need to speak out of the many tens of things on and these things are good for us to uproot corruption. So it's a very dicey thing. He can actually face this thing, but what I'll say is that no ninja, so please be careful because I am paying it damages people's credibility. I am a bit more damaging credibility, the credentials, the CV, the personality. It can even damage because imagine say maybe a nipe can see me or call for a contract. Not contracts no corner. The next will be doing now notifications that can be a scandal, a corruption. You think that people will give him that deal. So it goes a long way to hunt him and even provide a whole lot of damages in bomb school. What people will say, oh, papa, you're corrupt. It goes a long way. To be once at least have some evidence. But if you don't have evidence, you suggest you say it on social media because in social media, I think it's not just the money as we go to. You go a long way to damage people. So what we can do as a people is to actually speak well, have evidence, and these things have grave consequences. Because now me myself, I've had my own fair share. Sometimes you say certain things which don't go in line. Last time I had an MP calling me, said we did a report, it was not true near the day. Then I took it off. I apologize. That is what we need to do because after investigation, I realized, it was not true, and it was even sad. So we didn't do more investigations to know if the thing was true or not. So these are things which happen, but through dialogue they could have solved it. But with this particular thing, Gabi took the right step, and it's up to Kevin Taylor to respond accordingly. But nevertheless, I was saying very careful, including me, you, and any person who speaks on social media.